So super excited to be here with Pamela Pearson and myself. And this is our first campaign video, and it is an announcement. I'm announcing that I am officially running for City Council for the City of Kelowna, and I'm super excited.
This is a big day, so exciting, big announcement. Wow.
July 23rd.
July 23rd, mark it in your calendars.
Yep. You have agreed to help me with my campaign. I have already sent out the press release that I am officially announcing, so there's no going back, and launched the website, and I'm doing things a little bit different. I don't have my platform on the site yet, and it's quite intentional.
As Nikki does. I think that's one of the best things about this, is that you don't do things the traditional way. You forge your own path, and I feel like that's such a great way to be in life in general, because, you know, following the leader isn't always going to get you the results that you want.
And we'll find out. Time will tell. Election night will tell us. So the idea is that I have made the decision to run.
Yep.
And that was a big decision to make. It certainly is not just me, it's my family, my company, my staff, my clients. So big decision. That's been done. So now the plan is to spend the next, I would say, probably 3 to 4 weeks really deep in data. The position I want to take is I want to do my due diligence. I want to do my homework. I want to take a look and see life of the city through the lens of existing council and city staff. I want to see what they've done, how they've done it, why they've done it. I want to get that all digested and sorted in my brain. And then I want to get out in community and just validate and confirm and ask. It's served me well in business, so I'm really excited to ask thoughtful questions and see what comes back, and then that will bubble up or determine what the platform is going to be.
Yes, and I feel like you did a very similar thing when you were becoming the president of the Kelowna Chamber, where you reached out to many past presidents to, you know, soak up as much like history and knowledge and decision making that has happened in the past, so that you can be educated going forward.
And it was so impactful. I think at that time, I think I was able to meet with 16 or 17 past presidents.
Wow.
And it was so fascinating to hear what the city was like during their time as the chair or the president of the chamber. And even, I'm trying to think, some of my questions were like, what was the city like? What was the political landscape like? Who was in government provincially? Who was in government federally? What were some of the challenges of the city? What was your mandate? What did you hope to accomplish? And it was just so rich and so helpful. Again, another question I asked is, what shouldn't I do, or what do you wish you would have done?
Yes.
And it was so telling. It was so helpful. It was so guiding in helping me take that seat for the very short year.
Oh my gosh, it goes by so fast. But I think that meeting with 16 that would have taken so much time. I think that it really shows that when you commit to something, you are like 110 or nothing, similar to someone else I know. When you commit to something like this, that you're going to live and breathe and eat and everything, and really try to make a positive impact.
And that lesson, and you know it well from your time as the chamber president, there's this real drinking from a fire hose period, and you're taking the seat. It goes from the previous president to you. It happens in a day, and it is like all things on deck, all hands on deck. Everything is fast and furious, and it lives in that gear. It lives in fifth gear for 9 of those 12 months. And then you're gearing down into fourth as you're beginning to pass that baton over. So I'm definitely in drinking from a fire hose, but it's not foreign to me. I love it. I'm excited.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that the positive impact for even just your own self, being able to be involved and asking questions of people in the community and really listening to the people. Like, you have lived in this community for how long now?
30 years.
30 years.
Over 30 years.
I think that you already have a pretty good pulse on what's going on, but being able to really go and talk to people, and even like with the chamber, where you go kind of business to business and ask the questions like, what's going well, what's not going well, where could improvements be made, and just really listening to what's important to people and businesses in this community, because we all want to live and work and stay and be happy here. And so listening to those threads between, business and personal to make things better.
And I'm excited about that. I know the lane of business and entrepreneurship really well, but I also know the lane of volunteerism and citizens and community, and that's the piece that I'm excited about. I'm at events all the time. I'm serving on boards. I'm working with businesses. I'm really comfortable in that space. I'm so excited to get out, door knock, talk to people. I'm really hoping that, like what I've done in business, I want to know your first name. I want to know your last name. I want to know the general area that you live in or where you live. And I want to know, and I want to remember what matters to you, because I believe, or I'm hopeful, that when an issue comes up that is a pairing, it matches what your concern was, I hope I get to circle back and ask, okay, you told me this. Is this still true? Is something changed? And be able to bring back that intel into council.
Right.
It's a dream.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I want it.
What was the thing that, I know this has been on your mind for quite some time. What was the thing that, made you say, I'm doing it?
That is such a good question, Pamela, and I think I think I'm going to be answering it a lot. I have a beautiful life. I have amazing adult children. I have a beautiful granddaughter. I bake sourdough. I make fruit roll-ups. I make
plum crumble.
I have a garden that is just amazing. I love all of that. It was probably the decision that I know I can. I have the ability, I have the bandwidth, I know I can do it, but it was I genuinely want to do it. So it's a question I've asked myself in previous elections, and it was a hell no. So this time it wasn't a hell no, right. And it was a yeah, I definitely want to do this.
Different time in your life, business.
Yeah. So I'm willing, I'm able, and I'm getting ready.
And I think that if anybody who knows you knows that you live a life of service. And one of the most impactful things that has happened in my life is you said to me, we were talking about every chance I get, I find a way to be of service. And I often thought to myself, how are you of service to just a regular person? And when you have a mindset of that, you just find ways to be giving to people in whatever capacity works for them without expecting anything in return. So
it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad I shared that. I don't remember, but I'm glad I shared that.
You have lots of very amazing little nuggets that you say to me, and I'm sure lots of other people, that are they're kind of life-changing. And so I think it's really exciting, and I am certain that the community is going to be very excited about you being out there and learning and maybe representing them come election time.
Time will tell.
Yes.
We will see. So Pamela, thank you very much for coming in and doing this impromptu video with me. It's the very first video that is going to find its place on my YouTube channel. I was actually shocked to see I don't have any videos on there.
Well, you're starting fresh.
So we are, and I'm thrilled to be going through this journey with you, and I think there's going to be lots of learning, and I think it's going to be exciting, and I'm genuinely over the moon in the decision and in announcing, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see what comes.
Love it. It's official.
Okay, here we go.